Yeah. First off, let me send Marshall football, Marshall University condolences and prayers to all the people affected by the floods in our region and down south. Obviously, we're praying for you guys. Hopefully, everyone is safe and rebounding the correct way. Secondly, congratulations to all the Hall of Fame inductees that went in. Hopefully, they had a great weekend. Obviously, our past here at Marshall is something that we truly appreciate. We want to show those guys and ladies that we appreciate what they did for Marshall while they were here, and how we want them to continue to be a part of Marshall moving forward. So thanks to those guys and ladies. Thanks to the staff that put it on. Phenomenal weekend. Really proud of the players. Really proud of the players' effort. Really proud of the players' refusal to lose. That's what we talked about all week. There's going to be two teams, one team that wants to win and one team that refused to lose. And we went through what that looked like, and that's battling adversity. That's finding a way, regardless of the circumstances, to battle through. Hats off to the fans who stayed and yelled and were loud, the students who stayed and yelled and were loud. You guys don't know how much that really affects. When Huntington comes together, we're special. And I think today you got a chance to see that, a good old-fashioned herd victory. Hats off to Western Michigan. I told you guys in the press conference they were a tough team. I thought they'd be able to run the ball pretty good. I thought they had a really good O-line. They got their center back, who was a really good player, and we thought they were going to be able, to try to run the ball. I thought we did a good job early. They stuck with it. We allowed them to be able to run the ball by some missed opportunities early in the game to kind of open the score gap up a little bit. Which changes how you play the second half when you're down, maybe 21 or maybe a little bit wider. So a lot to clean up. This team is special. We got a lot of room for improvement, but the grit and grind that you saw today is what I've been kind of excited about all summer, all off season, since we've been here. Thanks.
Yeah, that last drive, on defense, it's kind of the moments you live for, wanting to play the game. The stadium's loud, backs up against the wall, time to make a play. Just what did you see out of the response from the defense there, even as Western Michigan drove down the field?
Yeah, we talked about what it was going to take to win the game, and we were going to have to respond. There was going to be some things that they did that gave us an opportunity to do some good things. There were going to be some good things that we did that wasn't going to put them out of it. I thought our defense during the, kind of the break when the officials were kind of going back and forth, they were saying the right things. Respond, eyes on your work, be disciplined. When they start repeating what you say all week, you feel really good about it. I never felt that we were going to lose the game. I was concerned that at some point we may get to a point of discipline where we were trying so hard to make a play that we made a mistake, if that makes sense. I think that happened a couple times, with Jacoby, on the route. I couldn't see it, so I don't know. But sometimes you're trying so hard to make a play that you do make a mistake. And I just kept telling them, hey, just relax and do your job. And the guys were repeating it. So that's really good for our defense, because there's going to be some games down the road where our defense is going to have their back against the wall and they're going to have to bow their neck. And this today will be able to show us, hey, here's where we needed to stop. We came up with it. And then here's some things we can clean up to get better.
Along those lines, Coach, the first three games obviously were decided by the fourth quarter. How much does it help your guys in everything you preach and say, hey, go make a play? Go win this thing in a physical game that, it was really decided in the very few last seconds?
Yeah, well, the trademark of our team, we're built on toughness and discipline. That's the one thing that is non-negotiable in this program. And we talk about winning the fourth quarter, whether that's, hey, we're up 60-2 and we want to get 3, or we're down and we need to go win it. And then today we won the fourth quarter. It was 20-20 at one point, and we won the fourth quarter. That to me tells me that your team is finishing. When you're still in the fourth quarter and you're trying to win the fourth quarter. Trademark of our program, BA does a great job in the summer and off season with understanding that the work you put in is for the fourth quarter. And that showed up today, so that's good teaching. That's good leadership, from the players. I thought the coaches managed it the right way. No one was going crazy. No one was, getting out of control. Everybody stayed focused. Hey, be ready for this. Keep your eyes on this. That's the type of poise that we want to have in our program. Now, let me be very clear. We got to clean some things up because you're not going to live and die with your back against the wall, you know what I mean, all year. But today, we won. We learned from it, move on to the next opponent.
What stood out to you about the offensive performance today? Obviously, they come out, opening drive, score, and then, continued to find those plays when they needed them most.
Yeah, I just think over the last, ever since we had our little, I won't call it a come to Jesus, but post Virginia Tech on who we expected our guys and our coaching staff and to be, we've been extremely efficient on offense. When things are going well, we're efficient. There are some opportunities where we are creating a little bit of discord, reads, one block here, one block there, but for the most part, we're efficient. Whenever you start walking the ball down the field and you're taking 4 and 5 and 6 minutes off the clock, that's efficient offense. That's everybody doing their job. That's guys blocking inside, obviously O-line. That's blocking on the perimeter. That's quarterback making good decisions, guys catching the ball. What we've got to get to is where we don't trip ourselves up. We got in the red zone 2 or 3 times in the first half and came up with 2 field goals and a touchdown. Well, when you get to that level, that elite level, those are all touchdowns. And understanding that, hey, this 3rd and 5 in the red zone, we got to convert. And it's the simple things, making sure you're not trying to do too much. I thought there were a couple times out there offensively we had players trying to do extra, and that's a little bit of. You want that competitiveness in them, but you don't want them going outside the realm of what they're supposed to do. So we got to continue to show them, hey, just do what you're supposed to do, man, and it works, and just be consistent. But I thought offensively, the last couple of weeks we've been extremely efficient. We turned the ball over 1 time today, but we haven't lived in the turnover world. We haven't lived in the sack world. We've got to continue to take care of the ball, obviously, especially in games with the conditions today. But I thought we've been extremely efficient. The explosiveness will come. That'll come because what'll happen is you'll force defenses to stay on the field long, and then you get what you got to Toby today, what you got to Fitz today. That'll come. But you gotta stay efficient. That's the one area we've been preaching to our guys. Just be efficient, and that doesn't mean that you're trying to play hold the ball and let the clock run down and slow. That just means do what you're supposed to do. Take what the defense gives you from a quarterback and receiver perspective. O-line, block the guys you're supposed to block. If you get beat, it's okay. We can't cut a guy loose. That's what we've been kind of talking to those guys about. And showing up a little bit, obviously, would be a great opportunity for us to continue to preach and use examples from this game to build on.
They go down and score, Coach, and then you guys answer right back. A.J. ripped off the 2 nice runs and then the touchdown. So important to answer when they kind of had seized a little momentum.
Yeah. Again, going back to Virginia Tech, I thought defensively they came out and responded, and offensively we just didn't respond. I thought today there was balance. I thought there was balance on all fronts. Now there were mistakes on both sides of the ball that. There's an opponent that plays well as well. But I thought we balanced each other. Defense responded. The one that was big to me on that last drive, there were more offensive players over there talking to the defensive guys, hey, we got you. We got your back. I need you to stop. I need you here. We haven't had that in a while. We've had, great units, but we had more defensive guys on that last offensive series that we scored on. Hey, man. Go get one and we'll end it. Go get one and we'll end it. They was coming back, defensively, offensive guys came over. Hey, I need you, man. I need you. So those things you can build on because there's going to be chances and times when defense is playing extremely well, offense is trying to get it together and vice versa. But those are the moments that, as a coach, you're proud of. Obviously, I'm proud of the win. But what I'm preaching to the guys, that's what I'm looking to see, the response. We can change the plays. We can move guys around. If we play Ohio State again, it's going to be a battle. But what's our competitive character like? What's our culture like? Because culture wins these type of games. These type of games are won strictly on culture because they got a good team over there too. And I'm not saying they got a bad culture, but right there when your back's against the wall, you're standing there for 15 minutes, you don't know what's going on. They make some plays. We knock the ball off the guy. They give it back to him. It wasn't, oh, man, it was load up again, respond. That's the culture that I'm talking about that's going to help us build what we need to build moving forward.
How important was it for Reese to hit those 2 field goals when he got down in the red zone? Obviously, points are always important, but, he misses the long field goal, and you don't want to kill a guy's confidence. But how important was it for him to hit those?
Yeah, I told him, I said, we don't have anybody else, so you're up. There is nobody else. I mean, so I can't pull you. I said, so you're up. And we're a little bit different. We're I don't talk to the kickers any different than I talk to the quarterback, the left tackle. I said, hey, man, you got a job to do too. I don't care if the ball is heavy as a brick. Kick it through. I don't care if you miss 3. Make the next one. And I think what I've been is consistent with these guys on the sideline and in practice and in the meeting rooms. And they know, hey, Coach Huff is going to be on your butt for greatness. I told them that after last week's game. I said, you guys made a huge mistake. You showed me and the coaching staff what you could be. You showed me and the coaching staff against a top team in the country that you would come out and battle. So it's my job to make sure I keep you guys striving for greatness every single day. I've been on fire, not to just win a game, but I want you to go out every single day, wake up and go to class, wake up and get treatment, watch film, go to study hall, come to practice like it's the last practice you'll ever have. And if we do that over the course of the season, we'll end up where we want. The games take care of themselves. I got the best seat in the house. I get to yell at the refs. I get to listen to the mouse on the thing. I got the best seat in the house. But all week, I'm on these guys' butts for greatness because they've showed that they can be special. So it's my job to make sure we get there. Don't get me wrong. I know it's my job to help execute. It's my job to make sure we got the right players and clean up the tackling, clean up the issues. I get that. I do that too. Trust me, I'm here from 5:30 to 11:30 every night, so I do both. But it's my job also to make sure these guys go out every single day and get better.
Anything further? All right.
Again, appreciate you guys, man. Again, a huge thank you to all the fans. Thank you to all the participants in the Hall of Fame weekend. Really excited about the next week's opportunity, so go Herd.